the way it works, we just work with our friends. So it's really comfortable, and I don't know, I mean, when you work with people like Chromeo and like Philosophernamus and A-Track and, you know, who else? Rusko. I mean, Triple Exchange from Smack Rock. When that's like your group of friends, it's like you already feel so lucky to work with them and that you have that relationship. But yeah, I mean, then, you know, Kanye got on the song and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then, you know, I worked with Pharrell on the song and I was like, what else? You know, when you start there, it's like, you know, everything else is just, I don't know. It's not like all downhill from there, for sure not. But it's definitely like, that's kind of anyone's wish list. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, who do you want to collaborate with? And I was like, well, I kind of checked them all off the list. You know what I mean? But I mean, of course, everyone would love to work with like Tim, or I don't know, who else people love to work with, like Polo. I don't know, like those guys, sure, that'd be great. Or Ron Browse, I don't know. I don't have a wish list. I just, whoever brings like the most interesting beats of, you know, what I hear, I just feel like I don't necessarily have a wish list, because it seems like the things that happen to me naturally without wishing are better than anything I could have ever wished for. So who knows? Cross your fingers, but you know, or not. Like seems like things will work out. I don't know. Just things seem like they're on the right track. I always knew music was what I wanted to do, but I guess getting serious about it, meaning focusing on the album, making it as strong as I possibly could. That took a while because it didn't seem real. You know, you don't have a deal. Kanye gets on your song. Your first TV recording ever is MTV. Like, it's such a whirlwind, and it was so great. But it was like I was lifted up and thrown in there, and I'm like, wow, you know. And I think when I got my deal, when I signed my record deal, a couple months after that, that's when I started realizing, I'm like, oh, okay, got a little advance. Things are going good. I'm like, you know, got a little pressure. You know, the label like started putting these deadlines on me. And that's how we got Dream Date. And that's why it was kind of not a dream. It was more of a nightmare date. But, you know, I think that's when it started feeling real. And then, of course, my last day on my job at the baby store was Black Friday, 2007. It's not that I quit. I just couldn't work there anymore because I kept having to call off. I kept having to change the schedule around. And, you know, these poor ladies were like just trying to get someone in the shop to watch the shop at all times. And, you know, I kept having to flake. So rather than keep doing that. Anyway, so my last day was Black Friday, and that was 2 years ago. So now it's starting to feel like a real thing. I haven't had a job in 2 years. It's so weird.